Okay, so in this really quick tutorial, we're going to look at bringing in a background image and getting the scale set correctly at a one-to-one level in Revit. So to do that, we're going to go to Insert, inserting an image, makes sense, the Image button. And I'm going to load up this floor plan image right here. So when you scan in an image, that does not mean at all that a raster image is going to come into Revit to scale. In fact, I would say most always the chances are that it's not going to be at scale. A quick test can show something like looking at two double doors. Let's measure between them. And right now we're seeing 18, 19 feet as an opening, which is certainly possible, but I'm pretty sure that that was not the intent of this particular drawing. So to get this to scale, and this technique works with just about anything. It can work with an imported AutoCAD drawing. It can work with different images in elevation view, so on and so forth. But what we want to start with is a known dimension, and you want that dimension to be fairly long. You don't want to do something like a 3.0 door, because if we get in, just the width of the line work or the pixels could actually really screw things up in terms of getting the scale accurate. So we want to take a longer dimension, and for this case I'm going to use this line right here, which I know from looking at the original drawing scales out to be 36 feet. And remember, in Revit we're drawing 1-to-1, so even though this is an 1/8 inch drawing right here, we actually want to make sure that we're scaling this drawing up to a 1-by-1 level, or in this case it's actually going to be about scaling it down. So I'm going to go to the Annotate tab, and I'm going to use Detail Lines, and I'm going to use the standard line type. It should be showing up as green. It's a little bit easier to see. And the first line I'm going to do is just go out to out, and then I'm going to draw the next line, and this is really important. It's going to go up perpendicular to the line that I just drew, and out just far enough for me to see it. The next thing that I'm going to do is go to my Modify tab, Offset, 36 feet. So that's what I want the length of the line that I just drew to be. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to select that line, copy, and move it to the end of the first line that I drew. So essentially I'm going to scale this image from this length overall out to this new length. So I'm going to select my image, Scale tool. I'm going to select the base point of the first line that I drew, the out to out edge of what we have, and the last point of what I want the drawing to be. So you can see it's pulled that entire image down, it's scaled at about this point, and now my out to out is 36 feet. So I want to go ahead and delete those guidelines. I don't want them there the rest of my life. And I'm going to do a quick double check on the dimension. I should be, reasonably close to 6 feet on these doors. And I'm a little bit less than that. I'm not terribly worried about that. I think that the bigger line is correct. And I'm going to trust that overall outline from this edge to this edge is the right dimension, more so than the drafting of those two double doors.